Good evening. So tonight I am going to talk about the biggest mistake on auto title, something that happens very frequently. Okay, and that is the mistake of your VIN, the vehicle identification number. Okay, if you are going to the DMV and you're submitting the title work yourself, do yourself a favor when the DMV clerk completes your transaction, take a few seconds, step to the side, and review your title. Review that VIN. All it takes is a few seconds to review the VIN. It should not take any more than that, just a few seconds. The DMV clerk, in the event you have a mistake, you can get that correction done right there on the spot. Okay, so cherish those few seconds you have. Get that review done of your title. If it's wrong, submit it to the clerk for a correction. Okay, you will value those seconds that you took out of your time versus waiting weeks, months, and years that could occur due to you not being vigilant. Okay, you don't want to find yourself in a situation weeks, months, years sometimes pertaining to a VIN error on your title that could have been prevented. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Also, my recommendation: make copies of your title work before you head to the DMV so you can compare. Okay, you can compare what you submitted to that DMV clerk versus what you're getting back in return. Okay, very important. Okay, if you are having a dealership complete your title work, don't just sit back and rely upon the dealership to give you a correct transaction. Again, take it upon yourself review because things do happen. Okay, things happen, and you don't want to just rely upon them completing the transaction and making sure that it's right on your behalf. You be vigilant and you review the documents coming back to you. Okay, so I just want to, put it out there so you guys can really think about the importance of having that VIN correct on your title. Okay, unfortunately, the longer you wait or the longer it takes for you to catch that VIN mistake, the harder, the more complicated the situation can become when it comes to you trying to get the correction made. Titles change hands very quickly, very quickly within a couple of days, weeks, months, etc. Titles go through multiple states, from one state to the next, from one hand to the next. So, the longer you wait or the longer it takes for you to catch it, unfortunately, it could be a long, drawn out process for you to get that VIN fixed. Okay. And just because the DMV made the mistake, a lot of times it's the DMV, or sometimes for older vehicles, and people may have had reconstructive work done to the vehicle, maybe the owner may have made a mistake, but a lot of times it is a DMV error. But if the DMV made a mistake, they're not going to just take your word for it and just change it. They want proof. How do you know the event is wrong? What do you have to show me that the event is wrong? Okay. And let me just share this. All DMVs are different. Okay, all are different. So if you have a VIN error from Virginia and you're going to New Jersey, the New Jersey DMV is not going to correct the VIN on their end. If they find out that the error is with the Virginia DMV, they're going to want the Virginia DMV to make that correction. Okay, so that's the way it works. But there's different types of factors. Some cases, depending on the state, you may be required to get law enforcement to look at the VIN. Sometimes the DMV may have one of their workers to look at the VIN, etc. They may be required to pull records from their microfilm or cloud database to review that title history that they have on file, and I can go on and on. So again, the most important thing is time, catching the mistake early, catching it as soon as possible. That's going to be your best option. Okay, I know there's a lot of you out there who are in VIN issues. I do want to hear from you, so drop me a comment. Okay, I just wanted to do this video because I have been getting a lot of folks to, reach out to me over the past weeks, past few months, pertaining to VIN issues, VIN mistakes that unfortunately, they, caught late. A lot of times people catch VIN mistakes when they are selling to a private party, and that party goes to the DMV, and the DMV catches it and lets them know, hey, this VIN is wrong. Or maybe you're trying to sell your vehicle to the dealership, you're trying to trade the vehicle to the dealership, and the dealership brings it to your attention as well. So in either case, these things do happen. But I want to hear from y'all. Again, drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon.